All right, Rafe, we're heading to you right now. When he says go, you're basically gonna...
Oh, my sunglasses are so dirty. Do you see? They're so dirty. Ew.
That's me, JB Bolvadin. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, here's the lowdown. A few years ago, I founded Tilray, the industry leaders in real estate. It was a consulting company, and I helped coach and cultivate brands and top producers all over the country. But like any average guy, I love cars. I'm in love with it. It's my passion. So I created a show where I could have my cake and eat it too. Hot Rides in Real Estate, which is all about just that. We drive around and review some of the hottest cars on the market and check out some of the most luxurious pieces of real estate and have some really badass guests that are awesome at what they do. This is Hot Rides in Real Estate.
In a world where supercars and grand touring intertwine, emerges the 2023 McLaren GT. A twin turbocharged 4-liter V8 engine pulsating with over 600 horsepower. That's a symphony of horsepower. With a 7-speed transmission, it shifts not just gears, but the very boundaries of grand touring. Perfect. Now let's talk about its grace. Its rear-wheel drivetrain keeps the traditional elegance of a supercar, but also gives you the sustained power with the modern traction control and grip that a 2023 McLaren will give you. It's almost like a ballet dancer, but with the strength of a warrior. It's not just a car, it's a velocity-charged dream. Adventure without compromise. A masterpiece of engineering that redefines grand touring. Welcome to Hot Rides in Real Estate. Today we have an action-packed day. We're going to be flying the F-14 Tomcat with Tom Cruise. I wish that was the case, but it's not. But we have the next best thing, which is the McLaren GT. More importantly, we have 620 horsepower under our feet, and we have an incredible guest who, in a very short period of time, has sold over $75 million in real estate, and also is a car enthusiast herself, driven cars like the Ferrari F8, Lamborghini Aventador. So this is no stranger to her. We have the awesome Julia Krispeal. Hey!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
How's everything?
Thanks for taking the ride with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited, ready to rock and roll.
So we're gonna do some road testing with the car.
Okay.
We're gonna talk some shop, we're gonna talk some life, and I hope you got your driving shoes with you because we're gonna put this thing through its paces.
I'm gonna have to change these shoes.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna change those shoes. Yep.
Let's hit the road.
All right, let's go.
Full throttle.
Hey, I'll take it. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's just so low to the ground. So like
It
if you
is.
hit a pothole, just don't hit a pothole.
I'll do my
Whatever
best.
you do.
I'll do my best.
Just don't do that. It's okay. I trust your driving skills right now.
Thank you.
So I had a Porsche 911.
Oh, beautiful car.
What is it? The turbo.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was a crazy car, but it kind of reminds me of this because it was like very like small, low to the ground. Like
Yeah.
not. I mean, back. You know, we're going back like 10 years ago.
Uh-huh.
So I just feel like even the suspension was a little bit rougher.
It was, yeah.
This one's a little smoother.
Yeah, the suspension back then was very like stiff.
Yeah.
They weren't like they were pure sports cars, so like you felt more stuff.
No, this is smooth.
Yeah, so far so good. The 911 Turbo is my favorite car.
It's such a beautiful car.
Yeah, I think
Still one of my favorites.
yeah, I would take a Porsche over almost any car.
Yeah.
Out there. And then in the comments, you're going to see a whole debate about what I just said is wrong. But
What, the people don't like the Porsches over something else like a Ferrari or?
so there's pure like Porsche enthusiasts. Those are
McLaren.
people that like love Porsche from
Yes.
day one, and then you got like the other guys who are like, no, like I think it's all preference. Like there's advantages to everything. Like if you're someone who likes to flex, you're not gonna like a Porsche more than a Ferrari or Lamborghini.
I feel like you have to be very confident to have a car like that. What do you think?
You do. When we drove with the Lamborghini Performante,
Yeah.
we literally had people following us for hours. everyone was recording us, it just didn't stop. And I can tell you from experience, the car that gets the most attention, like from shooting the show, by far was the Lamborghini. They're recording you all day, like you're never alone in that car.
Exactly.
So how'd you get into real estate?
I got into real estate 4 years ago. And after being a corporate meeting and event planner for 17 years, my husband was terminally ill for a few years during that process. And I didn't have a sales background. I was always in marketing, you know, because I'm not selling anything in particular. And I'm not really dealing directly with people because I was dealing with the logistics of planning events. So they're like, you should just take your real estate license and at least have it under your belt in case you can't get back into the corporate meeting and event planning world. You could always fall back on that. You'd be really good at it.
Yeah.
I started thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I would be really good at it. I love people sometimes. Sometimes.
That's great. And then with when your first year into it, how'd you do? Because I know a lot of people have a rough first year.
I did have a rough first year. I didn't make any money for the first almost 10 months. It was straight hustle. I was about to give up, but lucky enough, I was working with a really great mentor who did not let me give up. He pushed me through. He taught me everything in that first year. I shadowed him. I went to all of the open houses. I went to all the meetings with him. I learned and absorbed as much as I could. And even though that first year wasn't a big money maker, it was a lot of experience and learning lessons with that.
Did you want to quit, or did you think of quitting your first year?
Oh yeah, many times. I've had many, that first year I had many crying episodes, frustration episodes. I was very down on myself. I was very frustrated. I was worried. I was anxious. I just felt like I couldn't figure out a path of which direction to go, because all I kept thinking was, how was I going to support my family for the future? Once my husband eventually was going to pass away, which we didn't know at the time how many years or months or days that would be, you know, I needed to figure out the future for myself.
Yeah, and that's, I can only imagine, you know, now forget about you just making a transition in careers because the, you know, the economy or whatever else has evolved. You're dealing with a terminally ill husband. You have 2 young boys.
And it's COVID.
It's COVID. Like,
right.
Like it's the chips are stacked up, and I think a lot of people, when they see you have great energy, great personality, and one might think just because of that positivity, and then we fast forward to the successful track record now, that it's been kind of like easy, or you might, but they have no idea. And I don't think, no matter how well we tell the story later on through this, we'll be able to do justice to that story.
No, not at all. And honestly, it comes down to just being resilient, right? So you're handed a situation where you're getting knocked out at every angle and everything is pushing you down, and it's either you have a choice to either sink, and I was already sinking, and I was already 5 feet, almost 6 feet under at that point, or do I rise up and figure out ways to elevate myself and like partner up with people that were gonna help me grow and get through hard times. And I do believe there was a reason for it. And I'm fast forwarding till today, I know that I'm winning because I know that he left this earth knowing that I was going to continue on moving forward.
Yeah, and you've been helpful to so many people and so many families in hard times, because this is one of the worst things someone can experience. And I think being able to find support, strength, guidance, advice from someone like you, I think it offers a piece of sanity to both of you guys.
Right.
Look, at the end of the day, you're doing an incredible job, and I wish you continued strength, continued success.
Thank you.
And then I think, like, in honor of, because your husband was a car guy, right?
He was a car guy.
Maybe in honor of him, you should have some fun here today.
We should have a little bit of fun, yeah.
Awesome.
Love it, road testing.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna launch this car, 0 to 60. So hopefully you played some Gran Turismo before you came out today.
I'm ready to go.
Need for speed. So keep your foot on the brake, and that's the start button right there, the red one.
Ooh, okay.
So then the next step is that we wanna put the car in drive, which would be this button right here.
Okay.
Oh, we wanna release the brake. So there's a button all the way to your left there. If you push it, there you go. That's off.
Ooh, okay.
It's like a spaceship, right?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. We're gonna go for a ride. We're gonna do a 0 to 60, and then we're gonna do a 60 to 0.
Do you trust me with my driving?
Enough to do this drill.
I feel like it's my road test.
just parallel park right there. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to. I'm like, oh wait, am I gonna fail my test?
All right, Rafe, we're heading to you right now. When he says go, you're basically gonna.
Oh, my sunglasses are so dirty. You see? They're so dirty. Ew. All right, I need to clean these. This is disgusting. He said we're good?
Hold on, we're just making sure the sunglasses aren't dirty. All right, so we're gonna floor it.
5,
You ready?
4,
Oh my God! Ah! Oh my God! 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 What did we hit?
Nothing.
Got 100?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we went up there a little bit.
Oh, my earring fell out.
Did it really?
Oh, I forgot we're being recorded.
Yes.
2 hands on the steering wheel, guys. I could do this all day.
I know, right?
All right, JB, you taught me how to drive a McLaren. I'm going to teach you how to box. You ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna start with the
You're
jab.
gonna hit the bag.
I don't know. We're going to start with the
Let's
bag.
start with the
Hopefully
bag.
my aim is good. Ready? We're going to jab.
Okay.
All right, we're going to keep our hands up. You're going
Okay.
to protect your face. All right. All right, that's okay. All right, we're just setting up. You got to break the nose. Just break the nose. Focus on the power. Go.
All right, that's what we'll do. All right, cool.
Fit. All right, that's not bad. Now we're going to add the combo. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready?
right.
One, two. Move around a little bit.
Move around a little bit?
Go.
All right.
Nice, JB. I'm messing with you. More power in that left hook. Whoa. There you go. Damn. All right, all right.
Oh, my God.
All right, JB, it's time to make stuff a little bit more realistic. It's time to spar.
Want to spar?
We're going to spar. You ready?
Not really.
No.
hold on, wait, before we do that, kid, JB, let's just
Guys,
talk
we're
for-
seriously freaking doing
Let's
this?
just talk. This is talk for a second before you.
What the hell? Dude.
No, so we told her that that we would do it like a sparring thing.
I mean, like a spar.
Bro, she weighs like maybe 90 pounds soaking wet. This is easy. It's a cakewalk.
You're probably right.
Yeah,
It's probably
just listen. She's gonna come at you with a jab, slit the jab, throw in a hook. That's it. Just one punch. It's over.
So you want me to punch her in the face?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. You're sparring.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
just-
Well, she wanted it. It wasn't
Yeah,
me.
she.
Bro, it's 2024.
I know.
It's okay now.
She's the one who initiated it.
That's
Take
true.
her down.
Fair
That's it.
enough. All right.
Okay, done.
All right,
Ready?
let's do it.
Let's go. All right, bring it in. All right, I want a good clean fight. We didn't go over any rules in the back because there was no rules to go over.
But hold on. Dude, like, do you see her size compared to
Yeah,
me? Like, I
no,
don't-
she
Dude, I
asked
want to
for
kill
it.
her.
She's
so I
the
don't
one
want
who
to do
said
it.
she wanted to do the sparring. Here we go. Let's
go.
Ready, here
All
we go.
right.
Touch gloves. You want to touch gloves?
Sure.
Let's
Go.
Where the hell am I? What? Where is this place? Did I die?
Oh, no, my friend. You're very much alive.
God?
No. Just an angel.
Angel. Am I dead?
No. You just got knocked the out.
Well, what happens now?
Nothing. You'll be back in like a minute or two. Yeah, player. Nice job. All right, take it easy. God bless.
Yeah, you too. So obviously you're really into fitness. You float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And I'm still waking up from when I got hit.
You're okay. You're still standing.
Yeah.
Sitting.
Yeah, thank you. I'm better because of it. But how did this all start? Like, how did you even get this passion?
So for me, fitness became my gateway drug. During the hardest times of my life, I felt like I needed an outlet and I needed somewhere to go that I can just get my anger, frustration, sadness, all of my emotions out. And through different variations of whether it's boxing or Pilates or just taking a walk, something so simple as taking a walk for 20 minutes helped me just to get back into my level-headedness and just be able to take everything one step at a time.
That's awesome. Do you think if you weren't doing this, you'd be able to function the way you do right now?
Probably not. It gives me the energy and the endorphins that I need to get up and conquer my day-to-day. Again, being a mom of 2 energetic boys, I need a lot of energy. And I'm also like a go-getter. So as far as work is concerned, like I need to always be on. And sometimes I feel like I'm a doctor where I'm like always on.
Yeah.
But it's part of who I am. And it gives me the energy. It gives me the fuel. So it all goes hand in hand. Wellness, fitness, mindset, manifestation. It's all part of that whole sphere.
So it starts here.
It starts here.
That's the foundation.
Yeah, and this is the time that you get to really hone into yourself and gaining that confidence back by doing things that are good for you. Again, it might not be fitness for you. For me, it's fitness. For someone else, it might be, meeting a friend for coffee or go getting their nails done or gardening, anything. But for me, this was my gateway drug in order for me to stabilize my worst part of my life and bring it to where I am today.
Well, it's definitely a healthy addiction.
Yeah, it is a healthy addiction.
So obviously you had the tragic loss of your husband to ALS a year and a half ago. I know it was many years building up to that. How did you, to get to this point, you had to build up a lot of strength and perseverance and find that place where you can still go out there and flourish. How did you do that? How did you get those building blocks created? What was the thing that was the catalyst that pushed you? Like, what did you sort out through that? Because this is a very difficult thing to go through, and to come out the other side is very hard, and it looks like that you're making incredible strides and great things that happen.
Thank you. So in the beginning, it was definitely not easy. And I was trying to navigate in being a caretaker, being a mom to 2 young kids, figuring out the medical systems and putting everything into place so that my husband had the right care in place, because I was a caretaker for him for so long. And as things progressed with that disease, everything gets worse and worse. So I needed not only to be a caretaker to my children, who were only at the time 1 and 3 when it started, then I had to navigate how to get him the right care, the right treatments, the right doctors in place. And that took a long time to figure out. So in the beginning, I was not like that. I was not the type of person to be like, oh yeah, gung-ho, I'm very, energetic and positive. I was in the worst place of my life. It was definitely very traumatic, and I've come out on the other side. But I have learned that through this process that you do have to find meaning and purpose. There is a meaning and purpose to everything that you do. As time goes on, things do get a little bit easier. As far as I'm concerned, I think that whether it's through your personal passions or business passions or anything that you are looking to achieve, it's very important to just take everything one day at a time. Unfortunately, with grief, it's not a time frame that just dissolves on its own. It's consistent. And unfortunately, we learn through different circumstances how to grow, how to make yourself whole again. Because as a widow, what I've learned is that this doesn't define me, right? So my husband would have wanted me to be doing everything that I'm doing today. And I know he's cheering for me, and he was cheering for me before he died. And, through the ALS journey, I've learned that there's so much strength and resilience that come from even the person that is sick with that disease. And I've met other patients with it as well. And there's a different type of empathy that you have towards them, because they want to live, and their brain is still working and it's still fully intact, where you are able to communicate through, whether it's a computer or if they are still able to speak, they still have their feelings and know what's going on around them. So my advice to someone that's going through a hardship in their life is take it one day at a time, do it with grace, and also find support. So that is the most important thing, I think, support over everything. Because if you don't ask for help, people are going to ask you, hey, how can I help you? What can I do? And sometimes when you're going through things, you don't know what you really need. You don't really know what's important for that day, for your family, for your kids, for the person that's actually sick. But I think if you do confide in support groups or therapy or friendships that are actually there to help you get through the process, and be the people that make the phone calls for you, be the extra hand in taking your kids to go get ice cream, it all helps. Every little bit counts.
That's huge. And you're absolutely right. You can't
predict or even say what you need help with. You just know you need help, but if someone says how,
Right.
and it's good to put that together. And so what was your support system? What was your kind of circle of support going through this?
So I'm lucky that family was very much supportive on both sides. They helped throughout the process of the decline, if you want to call it a process, but it was a process. It was 6.5 years of it. So family was a huge support system. Great friends were a huge support system. There were friends that we thought were close to us that were there for so many years during all the good times. Even family, believe it or not, they were there for all the good times. But the bad times, when you really needed them, there were some people that just either didn't know what to do or didn't feel comfortable enough to ask to come into the picture and like be there. A lot of people felt that when my husband was declining and the worse and worse he got, less and less started to show up, less and less started to reach out. Not because they didn't want to, it's because they didn't know how. So I think people in general need to learn how to communicate with one another when they're going through something. And it's also important just to be there for the person. And you never know that one day that you're there for them, they may not be there the next day. You never want to look back and say, I should have spent more time with that person. Because you know what? They still have feelings. They know you're still there. And when you don't show up, that hurts even more.
I got to say, spending the day with you, boxing, talking about this, it's been very therapeutic. And there's so much more we could talk about that we're going to talk about.
Going for hours.
I know. But I also, speaking of therapeutic, you have a horse farm property that you're listing?
Yeah, so we currently have a listing in Brookville. I'm going to take you there, but you have to have a serious buyer.
I think I have someone.
At Hot Rides in Real Estate, we don't do anything subtle. When I heard we were going to a horse farm, I figured we'd switch over to the Hummer EV and show up with over 800 horsepower. But before I pick up Julia, I think we're gonna have some fun with this thing. GMC claims that this vehicle hits 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. You know we're gonna have to test that. So just really quick, check out the rear view mirror. It's a camera. Imagine if I had a bunch of stuff in the back seat. It doesn't matter because there's a camera dedicated to what's behind me. So first things first, we got our seatbelt on. Next thing we want to do is change the drive mode. The car's gonna have to lower to be able to accomplish this type of launch. What we have to do is turn traction off first. So here's a traction button. We're gonna hit that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at this. Watts to freedom. Bam, now the car's lowering. So now we're at watts to freedom. This is the most American gauge I've ever seen in my life. So, I don't know if you're ready, but I sure as hell am. Let's do what every American wants to do. Launch this bad boy.
Floor it.
Fuck! Wants foot on the brake, wants us to floor it. Floor it, it says. Build up the torque and let go. Holy shit! Oh my god! Did you feel that? Holy shit, we're doing that again. Dude, that was like almost a little scary. That was a little, because I just was not expecting that. I had it in the wrong mode, so I was like, this ain't that fast. It's fucking fast. It's really fast, actually. Hold brake harder, and now floor it. Holy shit! Oh my god. What in the hell was that? Oh my god, this thing is like insane. I wasn't expecting to find something like this in Long Island.
You see,
Looks like
and
we're
it's
in
a
Montana.
perfect day. I know, right? Got our boots on, we're ready to go.
Yeah, wow. This is incredible.
Isn't it a great piece of property?
It really is.
By the way, you're not knocked out. You're really here in this real space.
So I'm not sleeping right now.
You are not sleeping, and you are at this incredible farm.
That's amazing.
So to give you a little rundown of this property, there are 3 separate lots. There's this barn on this first lot here, a second
Nice.
barn with additional stalls for the horses. And then as you continue to the back, I'll take you back there. There's another beautiful 2 acres back there.
Wow. So there's a lot of land here. You
Yeah.
can't find this anymore.
Over 6 acres.
Wow.
So where's your buyer at?
Right here. So this is,
Clint.
Hey,
Clint
Clint.
Dells.
How are you?
something
Nice
in my
to
throat.
meet you. You okay?
and also Pierre.
Pistol whip pimp.
Pistol whip.
Pleasure to
Okay.
meet you, my lady.
Very nice to meet you as well.
Julie, you mind give us just a quick minute? Yeah, come with me, guys. Come,
Whatever you need.
Guys, what the fuck are you doing? What are you talking about?
Stop acting like that, dude. I said
That's just my voice.
it's not your voice, dude.
Pistol whip pimp needs to ask questions about this here house.
All right, look, I just need you guys to act normal for like the next 18 minutes. More importantly, I told them you like horses. This is a horse farm. Just walk around, ask normal questions a buyer would ask, and that's it. And we're good.
Then why are we dressed like this?
I don't know. I told you just like look ranchy.
You said we were wrangling the horses.
I never said that. I just need you
Is
to
everything
know.
okay over here?
Everything's great. Everything's.
I'm on a time crunch here.
All right, yeah, let's start the tour. You're right. So, yeah, lead the way.
All right, guys, come on in. This is the first of the 2 barns that are on this property.
I think I'll sleep in here. I like this room.
A little cold for you in there.
I think what he's trying to say is that it looks so comfortable for his horses that he would even sleep in there.
Cherokee Jack will never find us in here.
Okay, this is a little strange.
Yeah, you know, they have a interesting way of the way they vet properties. So they want to really like understand it, feel the land out, you know. It's a process. We wouldn't understand because they're from a different part of the country.
How many paces this here stable?
Excuse me?
Pistol whip pip?
How many paces is this here stable?
I don't know what you're talking about.
How about we find out? Stop!
They basically, what they do is it's important to them that there's enough length for the horse to come in and out.
Turn! Draw! Oh, I got you in your left shoulder. I'm
is
still
happening?
standing. I'm still standing tall.
This is always how you've been, especially on Xbox Live. You're
Gentlemen, right now I think is not the time to I think we can measure the paces afterwards.
This is a little strange.
It
I'm
is,
not
it's
gonna lie, this is a little strange.
I get it, it's unorthodox, but they have a process and they're serious. Aren't you gentlemen serious?
Me and Pistol Whip once spent 2 months, no food, no water, in a place just like this.
They used to own a ranch down south that looked just like this,
Okay.
and it was so valuable that it only took 2 months to sell. So this reminds them of that.
They were coming for us.
All those buyers were coming for that property.
They were
sold it for
relentless.
They were.
So
It was
this
a bidding
is
war.
perfect for you.
Yeah.
So this property is a little over 6 acres.
That's a bunch of horse shit.
Excuse me?
Yep, that's a bunch of horse shit right there.
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, guys, so that was the property tour. What do you think?
So the horses come with the property.
No. None of the horses come with the property.
So how much are we looking at here?
For
About
you,
30 million?
3.75.
You take cash?
We sure do. I'll have our attorney reach out to yours, and we'll get your money sent over to our IOLA account.
Sounds like a deal, little lady. 3.75 IOU.
IOLA, no thank you.
What is this Iola?
I reckon I heard IOU, not Iola.
Well, guys, I can't stand this.
Can you sit it?
All right, JB, get out of the way. I got this.
Roadhouse.